So I'm not bringing guys to meet a very funny guy. Y'all give it for Ben Kong. Is anybody here online dating? Oh, don't you guys lie to me. You're not fooling anybody. I like online dating. I have a favorite website. It's called Craigslist. And I like it so much because I like to pick my women up the same places I get futons. And it's great because they're both gently used. I did use Craigslist recently, actually. I bought like a full-sized arcade game off of it. So I had to go way out into the country to pick it up, like way out into the boonies. And I get to this guy's house, and his house is a trailer next to an RV. So it's like a mobile home next to an even more mobile home. Like he could just link the two together like a white trash hermit crab just kind of moving across the landscape. People do say though, like obesity is this huge problem in America. I think that there's some good parts of obesity everybody likes to overlook. Like, have you guys thought about how many new civil rights we'll have in the next century when sit-ins are twice as effective? Like, if Rosa Parks weighed 600 pounds, she would still be on that bus. She'd be like, oh, you want me to move to the back of the bus? I'll do that when you get 4 people to help roll me over so you can kiss my ass. How about that? You white devils. I think she'd call them white devils if she was fat. Do you guys think that cuttlefish ever want to be get to third base fish? Like there's ever just been one like, come on girl, can I at least get a fin job? Screw this, I'm gonna go find a blowfish. I know they put out. I know a lot of people are afraid of sharks. It's a perfectly valid fear to have. Except, I feel like sharks should actually be more afraid of humans. And that's because humans will wear necklaces made out of shark's teeth. Like, it wouldn't even have to be a shark. If I just went to a friend's house and he had a cat with a necklace made out of human teeth, I'm not going near that cat. Was your cat in the Viet Cong? Are those war prizes? And it would be especially terrifying if the cat sauntered over to me. You know how cats walk all hippie, like they're prostitutes in a Grand Theft Auto game? And then they come rub up against you like a pervert on the subway. You get away from me, devil cat. You're getting no loving today. I'm a college student. And one thing that's gotten really popular recently is theme parties. Like everybody seems to have them. It's like, oh, girls dress this way, guys dress that way. They're all the same. But they've gotten really out of hand recently. Like I got invited to a girl's 21st birthday party. Her party, she planned it all out. She came up to me all excited. She's like, Ben, this party's gonna be awesome. The theme is sluts and ninjas. Basically, the theme of her birthday party was rape bait and people who can't be identified in a lineup. This party single-handedly sent the women's rights movement back 30 years. I don't know what good the vagina monologues did, but it's all out the window now, ladies. And the bad thing is, I'm just terrified of being invited to parties now. Like they're just gonna keep getting worse. Like, oh, this party's so awesome. The theme is guys wearing dark glasses so you don't know where they're looking, and strippers. Or like, the theme of this party is girls with slappable asses and guys who have hands. The theme of this party is guys with mystery pills and girls who aren't paying attention to their drinks. Like really, like say what you will about back in the 60s when there's like a glass ceiling and women had trouble getting jobs. At least they didn't have to call themselves sluts on their own fucking birthdays. I feel like people say a lot of weird phrases, like just things that don't make that much sense when you think about them. Like, I hear a lot like, oh, your grandfather would be rolling over in his grave if he heard that. Just a couple things. One, I've never gotten really upset at something and just gotten the urge to roll in a circle. And secondly, I feel like Grandpa would be way more upset that we buried him alive than the fact that I said "God damn it" at the dinner table. Grandpa's got some priorities. It's punching his way out of a coffin. Another kind of weird thing is like, any guy can say like, oh, I'm a mama's boy and it's fine, or a girl can say, I'm a daddy's girl. But the second that I say, I'm a daddy's boy, suddenly everybody has a lot of questions about my home life. Suddenly, I have to point out a lot of things on dolls. I've been trying to look for a job a lot recently. And one thing that they'll do at a lot of these job interviews is make you take a drug test. And I feel like there are some industries they shouldn't drug test in, like the food service industry. And that's because stoners will cook a meal for you like they're making it for themselves. This is true. I was at Chipotle the other day, and I had like this kind of hippie guy making my burrito for me. And he just went, oh, I just gave you some extra rice. I was like, oh, why did you do that? And he went, because I like rice. I was like, that is bulletproof logic, sir. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much. I once had a girl who was in the 8th grade. She was my girlfriend at the time, and she broke up with me over AIM. Right? Like, that's a pretty awful thing to do, but I feel like it would be even worse to do today. So you'd have to call up like, hey, could you download AIM real fast? I know you haven't used it in 10 years, don't worry about it. I got into an argument the other day with a guy, and it got really heated. Like, he said, fuck you, white bread. And I was like, shut up, whole wheat. And he was like, what did you just say? And I was like, nothing. I'm really sorry. It was in Iran. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a man. A man running away from danger. Leaving my girlfriend behind to deal with the repercussions. I think it would be really difficult if you're an animal rights protester and you wanted to buy shampoo to clean off a dirty bunny rabbit. Because you wouldn't want to buy the shampoo that had been tested on animals. But if you don't, now you're the one testing it on animals. I got the new 101 Dalmatians movie the other day. It was really good. If you guys don't know, the basic plot is the father dog is having trouble with all of his children dogs, but not his wife dog. It was called I Got 99 Problems, but a Bitch Ain't One. Dalmatians. I hate how sometimes people will get into arguments with people who are clearly insane and are not going to listen to reason. Like Holocaust deniers, like people will try and argue with them. But I found a better way. And all you have to do is be a Holocaust denier. Like this guy came up to me the other day and he was like, man, the Holocaust never happened. And I was like, what did you just say? He's like, oh, I just said the Holocaust never happened. It's like, no, you didn't. He's like, what are you talking about? All these people just heard me. It's on videotape. And I was like, that sounds like something the Jews would make up. I do things. I use pronouns. Pretty good pronouns too. I was at this kind of like crappy burrito place near me the other day. And it's one of those places where I had to go to the bathroom and they gave me the keys like attached to this long stick. So it was like I was in a relay race with everyone who's ever been to the bathroom there. Just took it and went. But so I go in the bathroom, I'm just kind of looking around and it's just covered in graffiti, right? Like there's just all these gang tags on every surface. And so I'm just kind of looking at some, and I see over one of the gang tags, somebody's written the phrase, "All gangs are pussies." Right? So like clearly they're trying to say that any person who is in a gang is a pussy, except what they actually wrote is that all gangs are P-U-S-S-Y apostrophe S's, as if to say that there's some guy named Pussy who owns every gang in town. Some guy like, my name's Pussy and I'm running these streets. Or the even worse connotation is that there's a giant floating vagina telling every gang in town what to do. Alright, thanks a lot guys.